Hello everyone, it's me, and today I'm going to be reading a story off of Wattpad. This is a video idea that a commenter gave to me, and I thought it was a really good idea, so I'm going to do that because honestly I am totally lost for content ideas. I feel like, I have over 500 subscribers, which, oh my god, thank you. Like, I swear, like, I checked one day and it was like 4:39 and I'm like, oh my goodness, what? And then it was like 5:12 and I'm like, what? 5:12? No, 5:12. And then it's like 540 now, so that's bonkers, insane, and crazy. I don't know what's happening and I'm a little scared to be honest, but it's so fun and it's so exciting, and I'm just really blown away, to be honest. I've had this channel for maybe a year now. I think a year this month. I think this month I've had this channel for a year, which is so fun to think that this, it's grown a lot. Like, I've honestly, my content has, what's the word, increased in quality, like, drastically in this one year. Like, I used to make the little slideshow tribute videos like really badly, and now I think I'm like really good at them. But having said that, they are kind of getting old and I'd like to branch out, especially with new people just like walking right in, which is totally fine and I love it. So yeah, I'm gonna go do this reading a Wattpad story. This one that I'm going to start off doing, I'm going to do a series with it. I don't think I'm going to do the entire story in one go for this one because I have read it before a few years ago and I'm absolutely in love with it. Like, I read this, I used to read this all the time when I was, you know, a few years ago, I guess. And it's one of my favorites. I don't remember everything about it, but I do know that the story handles a lot with like mental health and suicide. So if that's a trigger for you, watch at your own risk. Not to mention some also child abuse and like extreme bullying, which is also a trigger to be aware of. I think there's a very light smut in it. To be honest, I don't remember. So there's that. And what else? I don't really remember. So anyways, it's called It's Too Late by Awkwarding Through Life 13 on Wattpad. So, if you have Wattpad, go over and like give the story a bunch of, comments and stars on the chapters and whatnot, because it's honestly one of my favorites. So, having said that, let's get started. We're starting off with Jack's point of view. I'm alone. I'm lost. Wow. Starting off with Jack's point of view. I'm alone. I am lost. I'm afraid. Alone. A word that describes me very well. I have no friends. I'm hated by everyone that knows me, even my father. No one loves me. I'm told that by many people, especially my father. The person that's supposed to love me doesn't. My mother doesn't either, because she's dead. She used to love me, very much so. She used to guide me out of dark places, help me when I needed it, but ever since she died, I'm lost in a forest of broken hopes and dreams. In that forest lies many dark things. It is frightening for me to be there all the time, yet there's no other place for me to be. I'm afraid of the dark that surrounds me. It's plain to see if there was anyone who cared to look. I can tell them I'm fine and they all believe me in what isn't there. It's Monday, the most frightening day of the week. That's because I have to go to school where all the monsters lie there waiting for me. They're the predators and I'm the prey, and all anyone can do is watch. I start to pack my things for school and start towards the door. I skip breakfast. I don't eat much. If I do, I can't hold it down because of the fear of becoming more fat than I am. I'm told over and over and over again that I'm ugly and fat, and I believe them. When I look in the mirror, I see what they see, and it's not a pretty sight. Before I can get to the door, my father stops me in my tracks. "Faggot, where are you going?" To school," I stuttered. I mentally slapped myself for stuttering. Just then, I feel a stinging feeling spread across my face. My father actually slapped me. "Stop stuttering, you freak!" My father yelled at me. I nodded quickly and tried to hold on to the tears that started to form in my eyes. "Now leave," he said bluntly, and he pushed me out the door. I stumbled onto the sidewalk from the push and held my face in shock and pain. I started walking to school, letting the tears slip from my eyes. This has never been happened before. I never liked this awful name-calling and the rude things he's done, but this, I can't handle. I don't want this to both happen at school and at home. As I walk, I watch my eyes get blurry from the tears until they fall, rolling down my cheeks and falling onto the sidewalk. I look up and notice that I'm approaching the school. I wipe my eyes. I can't let them see that they got to me. It'll only be enjoying to them. I shovel my way into the school building. Immediately, I go to the bathroom. I step inside, making sure no one was there, and glaze at my reflection. There is a red handprint on my face. It was bright and evident. Anyone could guess what had happened, and I have no way to cover it up. My eyes were glossy, and my cheeks had a faint path where the tears ran down it. Just then I hear the doors to the bathroom squeak open. I start to panic. I knew that whoever it was hated me, because everyone does. I'm the laughingstock. I'm the toy they used to play their sick little games on. I rush in a stall, but not before I can catch a glimpse of the most popular guy in school, Mark. He's a jock, most athletic, best at everything he does. Everyone loves him. Him and his buddies beat me and tease me. They find pride and joy into making my life a living hell. I lock the door and my hands started to shake, hoping they didn't see me. My breath gets quieter as I'm locked in the small cubicle and panicking, hoping that he didn't see me. "You don't have to hide from me, you know. You really can't, I mean," I hear him say right behind the stall. "If you would please open the stall," I hear him say with a strange amount of confidence. I don't read much into it and slowly open the door. I find it easier to do what they say. I swing the doll store open slowly and look to my feet. I don't ever look up when I'm around people. It gets me less noticed that way. Besides, I don't want him to see what's on my face. He sighed, and I could feel his eyes burning over me. He grabbed my face forcefully and brought it up to his hand squeezing my face as he examined the red handprint on my face. My face started to cramp up as he had a tight grip on my face. The door squeaked open once again, and I hear, "Mark, you in here, dude?" from one of his friends. I breathed in sharply as they spotted me. "Looks like you got them before us," James said as he cracked his knuckles ready to beat me. "Here, have him," he said as he let go of my face. He tossed me to them like someone would toss a bone to a dog. He walked past them, and I could only assume that he was watching them as they closed in on me. James grabbed my hair that I dyed green a few weeks ago. Matt grabbed onto my legs, and James and him held me straight to the toilet. James got the honors of dunking my head into the toilet before I could react. My head was in the toilet. My eyes burning and the water splashing in around me and my mouth. I couldn't resist, however. No matter what my body is telling me, I didn't resist. I knew that by now resisting made things worse. I just gargled through, gasping for every time they picked my head up. Bubbles from my mouth sped past my head and green hair floated above me. Eventually the torture came to an end, and they sped off to class, leaving me tired and low on oxygen. I got up and looked in the mirror. I still had the handprint from my father, but Mark added to it by the grip he held on my face. My hair was soaking wet with the toilet water, and I reeked of it too. I hung my head as I walked to my class. I was late, but at this point, I couldn't care less. I bet they'd never even notice I was gone. Alrighty, friends, this is the ending of chapter 1. I hope you enjoyed. I'll probably do my best to upload these daily, maybe even like multiple a day if I can. I'd hope that would happen, because I don't want to just like be like, oh, tune in next week for freaking you know what I mean? Like, this would, like, it's a really long story, at least I think, as far as, you know, like, fanfics on Wattpad go. Actually, I'd say it's pretty, like medium to, like, medium longish, you know what I'm saying? Which isn't a bad thing, so I'll probably actually do 1 or 2 chapters next episode, video, I guess. But yeah, for all, that's it. For this whatever this is called, fan fiction reading, I don't know. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed it. And I'll do more of this if y'all want me to. Bye-bye. I mentally slapped myself for stuttering. Wow, okay, I'm just gonna start this thing over.